Hi, I'm Christina, and this is Tomes and Tequila, your place for books, beauty, baubles, and body with a bend towards the better. So today I am here looking slightly splotchy because today me and my husband went for a 6.5 mile walk that went over the Potomac on Woodrow Wilson Bridge. If you live in the greater Washington, D.C. area, that is the bridge that goes over, well, it's 495. And today it was like 82, 83 degrees outside and very hot and sweaty. And I've tried to cover up the fact that my makeup was splotchy and I'm red-faced in really weird places because my sunscreen application leaves a lot to be desired because it has been cold here until today. So I need to remember how to apply to where I don't end up with like a red stripe across my forehead here and like splotchy around my lips and raccoon eyes again because I've forgotten, how to how to apply sunscreen apparently. I wanted to come on here today and ramble at you apparently about exercise, which is kind of a really weird thing to come on here and ramble about, maybe. But when I was on this walk this morning, I started thinking about a few things and it made me want to come on here and just do a little short talk about some of the things that we tell ourselves when we're beginning like a journey on losing weight and taking better care of ourselves. If anybody else is coming along with me on this process of taking better care of yourself, I mentioned before that I'm on Weight Watchers and I've lost over 50 pounds already. I have a ways to go. I've lost a fairly significant amount of weight already, and I was thinking a lot about just kind of the stuff that you tell yourself sometimes while I was out walking, kind of seeing things with different eyes today and noticing different people when I was out walking, and it made me think slightly different about exercise in general, because for a long time there I had kind of told myself that I was too big to do a lot of things, and would have told myself that I couldn't walk for 6.5 miles. I sure as heck couldn't walk over the Woodrow Wilson Bridge. Now, did it kill me? Yes. Am I sore? Yeah. Do I want to do that every day? No. But in my head, I would have said that I couldn't do it. And I'm grateful that I have a husband who obviously has more faith in my abilities than I have in my own abilities. So if it wasn't for him being there to hold my hand figuratively and literally and say, you're capable of more than you give yourself credit for, I probably wouldn't even try. And while I was out today, I started actually looking around me and noticing that not everybody out there was 100 pounds with washboard abs or, what in my head I would tell myself the people who were out there, running would be. And I told my husband that I kind of credit people like Myrna Valerio with reminding women, and I say women, yes, they're men too, but reminding women that you don't have to be tiny to run. You don't have to be tiny to go out and do exercises, because I'd spent so much time, worrying about what people would think, or just so caught up in my head that I would psych myself out of stuff before I'd ever even walked out of my house. Like yes, there's a gym I could go to, but I don't know if I'd want to go there because, you know, what are people going to think if I go to the gym? Or yes, there's perfectly good sidewalks in my neighborhood, and I live in a place that's thankfully, you know, safe that I can go walk around and stuff. But what are the neighbors going to think if they see me outside? Or it's hot and I wouldn't want to wear shorts because God forbid, what if somebody saw my legs? Just all kinds of just ridiculous things that we tell ourselves. And today I just noticed that the majority of the people who were out there exercising weren't perfect, you know? And it was a reminder that, you know, no one's perfect, and that we're all just doing our thing. And, you know, once again, just like with the style video that I did the other day, I just kind of wanted to remind myself that nobody's really paying that much attention to me. And I'm probably capable of more than I think that I am. So hopefully you guys will see more Instagram stories of me getting, you know, 17,000 steps in one walk, or actually hitting my step goal in a day, or stepping foot in the gym, you know, because when I was younger, I was a fairly athletic girl. And sometimes I have to remind myself that I like riding bikes, and I like being outside, and I like doing different activities and things, but I just let this negative voice in my head sometimes talk myself out of it. So I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys to not let that psych you out of doing things, and to remember that we're all probably capable of doing more than we give ourselves credit for. And if you don't have, you know, a husband to hold your hand and tell you that you can walk across that bridge, that it doesn't matter how slow you're going, that you can just do it, you know, that it's not a race, that, you know, no one's timing you to see how fast you can go over it, or anything like that, that you just need to put one foot in front of the other one. And yes, I did start singing the Christmas song from that movie. But, you know, if you don't have someone there to do that with you, let me be the voice in your head that says that you're capable of doing more than you think you can. And, you know, I'm not saying go out and kill yourself, you know, suddenly decide to run a marathon when you've never trained for it. But I think we're all probably capable of more than we think we are. So that's what I wanted to tell you guys today was, you know, this redness on me was for a good cause, and hopefully I'll remember my sunscreen better and apply a little bit better than I did today, because hopefully we'll start having more 80 days and less 42 days. Let this be a reminder that you're probably capable of doing more than you think you are, and that it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, and that nobody's watching, okay? So if you agree and you like it and all that, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.